It's not happening. That's why I say the bill was passed by last parliament.
Yes.
And that's why we are coming into existence to help industries.
To help these industries then be able to follow, isn't it?
Develop the data. Yes. Because with the data, managing waste is going to be very easy and effective. Because like us, what we think is developing a digital e-commerce platform for waste.
Yes.
Where once we know this waste, the types and the amount, even the recycling and the reducing waste is going to be very easy.
Bernard, paint for me a picture. There's an industry somewhere listening to you. There's a manufacturer somewhere listening to you today. And there's a consumer somewhere listening to you today.
Yes.
And you're telling them, indeed, we can come up with a proper chain of where this waste is going to go and how you can actually get it back should you want to use it as a product. Could you paint for me a picture of how this data is going to get collected from the industry all the way to the retailer, to the consumer, and back to the manufacturer so they can have a clear picture of, number one, what their waste is really, or has this waste, and in case they want it back, maybe reuse it like you said when you started this conversation. That's exactly then where they can get it and how they can get it back to the industry.
What Belvas is doing?
Yes.
Once we have a partner with the company, because what we are trying to do is align with the SDG goals.
Yes.
And one of the SDG goals number 17, is partnership and goals. So we come together and help these industries. Another goal is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Mm-hmm. So what we do is, once we are partnered with this company, we do the waste audit. We'll tell the company this amount of waste we produce.
Okay.
And this is the type. Is it glass? What percentage? Is it paper? What percentage?
Yes.
Is it organic waste? If it is hotel, what percentage? Once we have come up with the data, we develop what we call waste reduction plan. How is the company going to reduce this waste? Mm-hmm. We come up with that plan. That waste reduction plan is going to outline that. And the benefit of us is that also we help the industry to monitor and evaluate their current waste management system.
Yes.
Because you find that industry pay this waste management company that collect their waste according to tonnage, according to amount of waste they produce. Mm-hmm. But us, we are really radically different. As industry pay us by help them reduce the amount of waste they produce.
And that's the approach, isn't it?
So the approach is we want to make waste management of this industry to be effective, efficient, economical,
yes,
and sustainable.
Pretty much. So when it comes to waste management, like you said, Bernard, it's not a conversation that you as Bellavast are actually going to pick by yourselves. You say that what essentially gives you the hope that is something that we can actually get to do as a country is that there's already a law that requires these companies to give that report, number one. And we do think that Kenya is heavily committed towards the SDGs, isn't it? Yeah. And we're not very far away from that. It's just 7 years to come if you're counting. If you look at where your company is right now, Bellavast, where you're pegging yourself, has it been easier, or this is still a place, Bernard, where once you walk into a company, you're the one who makes them realize, oh, there's a law on this, and you can help us do this. Are companies aware that they actually need to do this?
You see, this is something that's been done.
Out of the few companies that you visited and you've tried to work with?
Yes, we have worked with some hotels.
Yes.
And what we are, I'm telling you, are radically different. We are addressing this issue in terms of planet, profit, and people. Mm-hmm. Once you make these, we strongly believe that for you to develop behavior change,
yes,
towards sustainability, partnership is very key. More important than law, because the law exists. The law can exist, but if the industry does not see the benefit, how this is going to benefit them. But you see, there's a lot of benefit in this developing this waste management data. Because once the industry has found out that the amount of waste it produces is 1 ton, and there's this industry which can help us reduce this by 10%. Reducing this amount of waste produced by 10% is cost effective. And it's going to be, because with the waste reduction plan, we are going to make sure that your waste management system
Yes.
is effective, efficient, economical, and circular in nature. And this is where the world is going with the issue of climate change.
Yes.
So we'll see how you can incorporate this data to make your industry to be sustainable and circular in nature. So we don't come with this aspect that waste management, the government requires you to do this by law. But we came up with the aspect of addressing this where you benefit, the people around you benefit, the planet benefit, the people benefit,
Yes.
and the entire community benefit.